Gaming Pod.
Welcome to Gaming Pop. Yo, kind of a big episode we got.
I'm excited for today.
I'm excited for today too. We freaking have, me and Jorian just watched PlayStation Showcase. So, big ass announcements that we cannot wait to talk about.
Just so excited.
Huge ass announcements. We're gonna fucking nerd out right now. And then we're finally gonna give y'all the long awaited takes on Kanye West's Donda and Drake's Certified Lover Boy. So, welcome, strap in. It's about to be a really good fucking fun episode. And we cannot wait to talk about all this shit. We've been waiting, so it's going to be fun.
No, it's exciting. I'm excited to talk about the PlayStation stuff because
Yes.
I told you over our little break, just so you know, we're recording these episodes back to back. We just recorded the Shang-Chi episode, so make sure you guys check that out. Link should be below and everything like that.
Check
but
that
back
out.
to what we're talking about. I told you over our break that I actually was a PlayStation kid growing up.
Yeah.
I grew up on Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Kingdom Hearts, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, all them shits I played on PlayStation. So I played PlayStation before I played Xbox. So at heart, I'm a PlayStation dude, but I love Xbox more. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But this announcement is great because we got the new God of War. We've got the new what was the other one?
Bruh.
I'm just kidding. The new Marvel game, the new Spider-Man 2, the new fucking Wolverine game. Are you kidding me?
Bruh.
I'm stoked, bro. Like, this is going to be a good little, like, summer or even next year for PlayStation owners. And it's like,
dude,
like I said, I love PlayStation at the bottom of my heart, but Xbox is where I'm at, so I'm a little hurt but a little excited for both sides.
I hear that. I hear you. I fucking hear you. Which, to all you guys, this is brand new news to me, too. I had no clue Jordan was a PlayStation guy at first. I had no clue. I always thought this dude was an Xbox guy because the main thing I've always heard is Halo. This guy loves Halo. Halo 2, all that shit.
I repressed some shit.
Huge Halo fan. So today, I just found out, like all of you, that this guy is actually a PlayStation guy at first. At heart, he's a PlayStation guy.
I beat Sly Cooper before I beat any other game in my life.
This is nuts.
Sly
this
Cooper
is
number one.
This is unraveling so much.
It all makes sense now.
It all makes so much sense. But
that way.
Let's freaking hop into it, man. So we just saw the PlayStation Showcase.
What did you think of it? Which one were you more excited for, honestly?
Dude, so with that showcase, so it was like, I would say it was like, what, about like maybe 40, 50 minutes long. It was a banger of a showcase. Now, that first half of the showcase, I was kind of like, I even told you this, bro. I was like, yo, PlayStation's kind of showing like a lot of remakes. Like, with the hugest one being Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars.
No,
which,
the biggest remake being Grand Theft Auto 5.
Jor, like, Jor might have... Jor might have got him with that one.
I'm sorry, it's the biggest
might have got him with that one.
The biggest port, I should say.
The biggest remake of them all. GTA 5.
Faster character switching.
GTA 5. Now, first of all, fuck Rockstar.
No, for real.
For them not releasing GTA 6 and keep pushing the same old game out that's like 9 years old. Fuck them. But Knights of the Old Republic used to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
And here Sony is revealing, hey, there's a remake in the works and it's coming to PlayStation.
Yeah. Did we find out if it's coming to Xbox too, or is it just PlayStation?
No. So far, I'm not sure if it's just exclusive to PlayStation. I'm still not sure.
Okay,
but
we don't know.
I was looking it up. I couldn't find it. So right now, we're going to hold off on that. In the next episode, we'll talk about it. We'll clarify that. But as of right now, it seems like this motherfucker is only PlayStation.
Which is crazy, because I know for a fact I've seen Knights of the Old Republic, and I went to try to play it one time when I was like 15. I didn't get it. I wouldn't have understood. I wasn't that into games at the time because I was into girls. You know how it would be.
You know what I'm saying.
But I tried to play it once, and I thought it was a little too much. But I'm definitely down to play it again. And with a remake, upped graphics, upped whatever, you know they're going to add stuff that they didn't get to add the first time around. So I'm very interested to see what they end up doing.
Oh my god!
Oh, it is coming to Xbox.
Oh my god, guys!
Read it. Tell us.
Yeah. Okay. So I got here from. Who do we got this from? Windows Central. Okay. While we don't have a release date at the moment, Star Wars remake is officially happening. It's coming to PC platforms and PS5. The title was announced as a PS5 console launch exclusive, meaning it won't release on Xbox right away.
Okay.
So
right away, we'll get it, boys. We'll get it.
I'm sure.
We'll take our time.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I'm with you too on that. I'm sure we will get it eventually, especially it being an Xbox exclusive originally. So I don't see it not coming to Xbox. And it's not like whoever's making this, they're not Blue Point Studios, which is owned by PlayStation. This is just, I don't know who's fucking making it, but it's not a PlayStation studio.
I think once it gets ported over, it'll be nice because that'll be once all the DLCs and all that shit's taken care of. So when it finally does come to Xbox, we'll get the whole package. We won't have to worry about waiting for nothing.
Just the whole package. And it's like, this isn't a multiplayer game either. Which,
I thought it was. I thought it was an MMO game. Is it not?
I mean, I think, bro, I don't fucking know where we are, but in my head, I'm over here thinking this is like a story game. This is like I know it's an MMO, but I think this is like a fucking single player, go through your shit game.
Now, I want to apologize to a lot of you before you start thinking that we don't know nothing about this game, because we don't. I wasn't big into Star Wars when this game came out. I only got big into it when maybe like after high school for me. So seeing all this is like, this is shit I wish I would have found out because maybe I would have liked it more. So,
yeah.
So seeing this now is like, definitely I know it's an MMO or something like that, because I'm pretty sure one of the two is. I know they have Star Wars Academy, Jedi Academy. That's one I've played. I didn't beat it, but I played a good chunk of it. And you go through the whole, are you going to be a good guy or are you going to be a bad guy? And you pick which side. And I'm pretty sure that's what Knights of the Old Republic is. It's an MMO, right?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Yeah, you're fucking right, dude.
Yeah, MMO. So yeah, it'll be an MMO. Right. You'll be right back on there with your boys.
What?
I got a little force sense, a little force sensitivity. Sexually.
I'm just like, I'm like shocked because I feel like.
Here's my only fear with this game, and this is the other thing is, I'm not a big MMO. I've never liked World of Warcraft. I've never liked World of Warcraft because the one time I played it, I fucked up.
Wait.
So it's like, how am I supposed to like this? Because did you ever play?
Wait. My G.
What?
So we're learning. We're learning just with you guys.
We're learning with you, hopefully.
So what is the difference between this? Looks like Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know what that one is.
Star Wars, something order.
The Old Republic, probably like
something.
So this says Knights of the Old Republic and the other one are not the same game. Knights of the Old Republic was a single player game, which meant that the game balance wasn't really a major concern. Blah 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 is not a single player game. Players are directly competing with each other in PvP. So I believe the one we saw was Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, that's
this is the single player one. This is the single player one. So bringing back the classic Star Wars RPG. So this is like Mass Effect. This is basically this is like Mass Effect.
Dude, this one's dope because apparently
this is like Mass Effect, bro.
I might be wrong. I don't know which storyline this is, but this is cool.
Yeah, so this one, the one that was announced today was Knights of the Old Republic, which is a single player game. This is gonna be, and it's a RPG role playing game. For
so you're definitely picking whether you're a dark side or a light side. Whether you're a male, female.
Yeah,
how tall, how short you are. This is Skyrim, but in Star Wars.
This is definitely some Mass Effect shit, and this is huge. This is huge because it was a fucking Xbox exclusive originally, and for PlayStation to open up their show with it is fucking huge.
But here's my question for you. I get it's a remake. I get it's a classic. I get it's a game that me and you obviously have never been able to try.
Yes.
And now with this remake, we do have that opportunity.
Hell yeah.
But what do you think the eternal consequence, or even the future, the future problems that could happen from us continuing to constantly remake games? Because I feel like we've been remaking games since Devil May Cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no end to the remakes. And by all rights and purposes, I love a good remake. At least I get to see the updated graphics. I get to see what the game would look like nowadays. I would love for them to remake Oblivion. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, is that stifling creativity from artists, or is that just, what is that inevitably going to end up being? Real quick before I answer the question, I'll say, I
I even said I was like Jorian, I feel like they're fucking. I was like PlayStation's just releasing like a lot of remakes.
Exactly.
In the same conference, I told you that while we were watching it, and they announced the Alan Wake remaster here, which did leak a couple of days ago, but they announced it here, and that was a heavy Xbox game too. That doesn't matter about Xbox, but the remaster thing before PlayStation was doing a lot of remasters before they got to, hey. Now we're in the middle of the show. We're about to hit PlayStation Studios, so now we're about to show you the big shit, which is different. We'll talk about that because that shit was incredible. But what your question to all the remasters is, I think I'm with you. I think it does. I think it hurts the creativity, but we also have to think about it in this way as well. There's some studios that literally are made to like kind of like recreate games,
or
like
even make janky copies.
Just janky copies, like
whatever,
these games, like these studios are made to do that, and they have no issue with it. That's just like, all right, I love this game, I kind of want to remake it. Sony acquired Blue Point Studios, which remade Demon Souls, and it's like a lot of people, the speculation, because they just got acquired not too long ago. A lot of people made speculation, oh, is Sony going to acquire them, blah, 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 blah. And they finally did. So a lot of people in their head are like, oh, well, they're going to Blue Point Studios is going to remake Metal Gear Solid 1. So everybody's like, oh, they're going to fucking remake that one. But it's like, I know we're all so excited for remakes, and I know the Grand Theft Auto trilogy got leaked, and apparently we're about to get Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in a package. But
with what, like GTA 5 graphics?
I don't know. No, they said that it's supposed to be remade with Unreal Engine 1 graphics. I don't know what the fuck that is going to look like.
Engine 1? That's crazy.
Unreal Engine 1. That's what they said. That's what they said. Exactly. And I looked at somebody posted like a picture of what it would kind of look like, and it looked so weird. I was like, this does not look like that GTA that I remember, and it definitely doesn't look like GTA 5. It don't look like GTA 5. So I was like, this looks fucking weird.
That's gonna be interesting.
So I'm like, when you think about the creativity thing, and I even remember tweeting when that shit got leaked, I was like, I hope this remake or whatever isn't just the cutscenes for GTA. I hope it is the world. I hope it is the characters and the gameplay is fucking more tuned and blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know. How are you feeling?
With that, with the remake of it, you saying like the updated characters, it takes me to Skyrim, and it's like Skyrim has been remade almost every year since it's come out, and it's almost like 10 years now?
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. Yeah, it came out in 2011. Almost 10 years, and they've had 11 remakes.
It's ridiculous.
Not to mention like the stupid little spin-offs or whatever they've done.
It's ridiculous.
And so it's like, so that's what I'm asking, because it's like, how much more can GTA remake the same game before they finally go, oh, here's GTA 6. And then they just keep remaking GTA 6 for the rest of our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't mind the remakes, but it's like, are we going to constantly be stuck in this like console rebirth generation every time where, now we're on the Xbox Series blah, blah, blah with the new Grand Theft Auto 6 being remade? It's just annoying. Anyway, the tangent I was trying to get on is what is really going to happen with art? Is it still an art to remake the game, or is it more of an art to make a new game?
I'll be straight up. I'll be honest. I think it's an art to what you're saying, to make the new game or whatever, because I think they want to just make new money on it. So I'll be straight up. I'll be honest. I think these companies are money hungry. I think most of them, there is some that want to remake a game and bring it to you because they genuinely want to give you something that's super cool. But for the most part, they just want money. Yeah. They just want money. And my main example is, I'm going to bring up Nintendo. Okay. With their fucking, that Super Mario collection, that bullshit ass collection, which I did buy. I spent $60 on it.
And it came with that little Bowser collection. Right?
Mario 64. You got Sunshine, Mario Sunshine, GameCube. And then you got fucking Super Mario Galaxy. And then that was it. That was it. So you didn't get Bowser's Fury. Bowser's Fury is for the fucking other one that we played. We played. Okay. The $60 collection was Mario, Nintendo 64, Sunshine, GameCube, and then fucking Mario Galaxy on the Wii. And that was $60 for games that they didn't even fucking touch. Like, you didn't remaster anything. I think
It's more of a port, if anything.
It's a fucking port. And I think Galaxy and Sunshine, I think they brought it up to 1080p and made it full resolution. That was it.
Yeah.
Mario 64. That was the main fucking one that I was like, if you guys fucking remastered that, bro, to some Mario Odyssey graphics, I would lose my shit. I would be the happiest fucking dude ever. I want to play that game remade so fucking bad. And they were like, nah, we're just going to give you the same game and sell it to you for $60 in a collection. If you want to play it on your Switch, guess what? You have to pay $60 to play it. That is a fucking $5 game. That's a $5 game. And that game came out in the 90s.
GTA 5 is a $20 bargain bin game.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, GTA 5, $20. And you got fucking Nintendo over here saying, hey, if you want to play Mario 64 on your Switch, we're charging you $60 to play it.
Do you know why, though?
Fuck you, bro. Like, that's fucked up. That's not cool.
The only reason Nintendo can get away with that
is because people buy it.
Is because of their stupid Nintendo seal. Is because Nintendo is so family friendly that anything that they put out is guaranteed kind of shit. Yeah. So if they put it out and it sucks, it's like, oh, it's you. But that's exactly why. Yeah. Because they know they're putting out good shit. Yeah. If it's got that little Nintendo seal, it's gonna be $60.
Well, that and then it's also because people just continue to buy it.
That too.
People continue to buy this shit. I'm a victim. I bought that collection more of because they made that scarcity thing. I'm not sure if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
But they're like, oh, we're gonna sell this collection for 3 months, and then after that, we're taking it off the shelves. So everybody was like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Is it off the shelves actually now?
They stole a shit ton you can buy. They made a shit ton of copies. Of course. They made a shitload of copies. Yeah. There's copies you can. I just saw a copy the other day for like $20, $15. And it's just like, they made so much fucking copies, bro. They just overloaded.
And it's so funny you fucking say that. Here's what happened to me the other day. I'm using one of those like music listing apps at a place. Yeah. And it was like, hey, pay money now to get your music on faster. And I was like, no, I'll wait. And I literally waited one song and it started to play all the songs that I had in rotation. And I was like, 2 minutes ago you were trying to get me to pay $5 fucking for unlimited songs or whatever. But now all of a sudden you're playing my songs 1 second after. So you almost just got me. If my impatience would have gotten me in that moment, you would have had me. Yeah. That's literally the trick of the game is impatience.
For sure.
There's homies right now who will probably be playing Assassin's Creed for the first time and paid $5 fucking for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
$5
sure.
for sure
for a game.
And homies like us are just like, oh, Odyssey, $60 right now. Yes, please.
You want to hear something crazy? Fucking Cyberpunk. Okay. We all know the disaster of Cyberpunk. We all know the disaster of Cyberpunk. So I bought Cyberpunk for $60. Got it. I just bought the regular edition. Didn't buy nothing crazy. Bought it. I paid like 10 hours of it, and then the whole debacle of everything going on about the glitches. It's not ready. Blah blah blah. Major shit. I experienced glitches myself. So I eventually said, you know what? I'm going to return the game. Also, I'm going to return the game, get my money back. I'll just wait till it comes out. The other day, Best Buy, because of Wario on Twitter, shout out if you want to get some good deals on video games and just consoles. Go to follow Wario on Twitter. Thank me later. That motherfucker constantly updates you on deals. If you want to get a PS5, because I know it's sold out everywhere, follow Wario on Twitter and turn your notifications on because he tweets shit. You'll be able to get it.
Really?
Yes, really good account to follow. So he tweeted a deal. All he does is tweet deals. You know what I'm saying? So he tweets a deal. He's like, hey, if you want a Cyberpunk Steelbook, it's $10. So you get the full fucking Cyberpunk game and a Steelbook. $10. I was like, bullshit. I go to it, and I have a $5 credit from Best Buy. So I got Cyberpunk 2077, and I got the Steelbook for $5 fucking. I still have not played it yet. I'm still gonna wait for the next gen update, but I'm not gonna get that game for a better price because you know why? When that next gen update comes out, guess what? The price is going up. The brick is going up, okay? The brick is going up. Dude. And you ain't getting it for 10 fucking bucks. Okay? You're ridiculous. Not. So ridiculous. Think about that Mario collection. It just goes back to where you're talking about the art of these companies with some money. These fuckers want money. Yeah. Because Cyberpunk was a bad game. It was a bad fucking game. And guess what? Months later, these motherfuckers had to sell it for $10. They had to cut their losses, sell that bitch for $10. Guess what? Mario, people are still buying it. I'm selling it for $60. A 20-year-old game, I'm selling it for $60.
You said they sold it for whatever it was worth for $10, and it reminded me of Goodfellas when they're like, that's the movie, right? When he's like, yeah, if they didn't sell it, we sold it out the back. We try to get any profit we can.
yeah, bro. Like, come on.
Like, we're getting,
you know what I'm saying? We just got to get it out.
Exactly.
We got to get it out. That's what people are saying. We just got to get this bitch out the warehouse. We got to get it out of the inventory. It's just all this cyberpunk shit is taking up our inventory. Nobody bought it.
Steel cases.
You know what I'm saying?
$10.
You know, we got all these fucking steel cases. We need to get rid of it. Here's $10. Buy it. So
that's funny.
Yeah, the remake thing with the PlayStation, I think it is clearly because of money, because they want money. But I do think remakes are awesome.
We got a little off topic. Cool. I will admit, we were supposed to be talking about the games that launched, and we got on the remakes.
Holy shit, we're 20 minutes deep in
remake.
That's hilarious. Just a remake.
Fuck remakes.
Let's get to the big shit. But we also have timestamps. We have timestamps.
Do you want to move on, or
no? We're talking about the big shit.
Still finishing PlayStation.
We're still finishing PlayStation. We're talking about the big shit.
You're right.
We're gonna have timestamps.
Did we even talk about God of War?
No, fool.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We got on a remake. We got a remake tangent. We're gonna talk about the big shit.
Okay.
We're gonna throw in fucking timestamps so you could skip all that bullshit.
We got y'all.
Let's talk about
God of War.
God of War. Let's do it. God of War Ragnarok.
Here's what my question is for you. Are you really that much more excited for this story? Because for me, when I played the God of War, it was over at God of War 3. So these new ones are cool to me. Like, they're cool, good games. I like the RPG. I like the whole element. Yeah. But are you, like, completely, truly that much more excited for these?
Oh, no, I'm fucking...
Did you play the original ones, actually? Let me start with that question.
I played... I'll tell you this. The one I can remember playing is God of War 3.
Okay.
I beat and finished that one. I was probably, like, 12 or 13.
Okay.
As far as the other ones, I think I've played them, but I don't remember. Okay. I didn't beat them. I'll fucking tell you that. I didn't beat them. If I played God of War 1 and 2, it was me being a little kid picking up the controller, and I was like, this is cool.
Not even out of curiosity, just picking it up.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Heard. God of War 3 was the first one with me being a young cat, and I was like, I want to play that shit. And I played it at my dad's house because he had PlayStation, and I beat it. Yeah, let's move that over a little bit. Played that over there, and really enjoyed it. I fucking beat it. I fucking binged it. I was at my dad's. I didn't have a PlayStation, so I had to binge it. But I really had a good time with it.
God of War 3 was a good one. I liked God of War 3 a lot.
You fucking fought so many bosses in that one, bro. It was sick.
God of War 3, when it came out, we were playing it at my house. Yeah. And what would happen was I would play, and I would get like 2-3 levels ahead of everybody else. I'd be like, oh, now I don't want to play. And then they'd play, and then get 2-3 more levels, and then I wouldn't want to. And it just kind of kept going like that. And then Wayne beat it first.
Yes. I think I remember that. That was like middle school time.
Yeah, that was middle school,
whatever.
Bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was high school for me, but that was probably middle school for y'all.
For us, yeah. I remember that shit.
That was that big house in Mountain's Edge.
In Mountains, yeah, Mountain Falls.
Falls.
Falls. I remember that, bro. Yeah, I fucking remember that because I remember coming over your crib. I remember you guys talking about that God of War.
That was a good fucking God of War game too.
It was really good. The game opens up with the Poseidon fight.
It was
climbing up Poseidon.
Even that one was different from the classic ones.
Holy shit, man!
I know you probably haven't played the classic ones as much, and I hadn't played the classic ones too much. I'd seen them and dabbled because I was a kid when they came out. But from what I knew from the original two, those two were about a dude who had sex and killed people. That's what I knew about the first two. Because the first two, there were like prominent sex scenes where you have to like play it right in order to get the right amount of XP or whatever to move on. And this one, it didn't have that shit. So it's like, all right, cool, this is a good ass game. Yeah. So that's why I'm curious, because now it's like, if you look at God of War 1 versus the next one that's about to come out, or even the 2018 one, two different fucking games is what we're talking about. Yeah. So it's like, that's just why I was trying to gauge your excitement level on it. Kind of thing, you know?
No, for sure, of course. I definitely hear you, but I will fucking say, dude, God of War 2018 is my second favorite game of all time.
Okay, what's your first
one? Behind Bioshock. Okay. Bioshock 1 is my favorite game of all time. God of War 2018 is my second favorite game all fucking time. That game was fucking incredible. It was incredible. I think it fucking looked gorgeous. It played gorgeous. The story was awesome. When you get your fucking chains again, bro, it was fucking... That game was incredible. I fucking loved it. I loved it. When you see the fucking snake when you see the giants, when you find out at the end of the game that this motherfucker is basically Loki, there's so much in that game, bro, that when you see Thor at the end, like, everything I just said, it sounds so quick. But when you play that game, everything takes so long to get to, but in a good pacing. And it's an incredible fucking game.
You say that excitement, and I felt that excitement for God of War 2. God of War 2 for me was that exciting because at the beginning of the game, you start off as big boss fucking I'm fucking Kratos. And halfway, literally right at the end of that level, you're back to 0. You know what I mean? You gotta gain your way right back up.
What?
So it's literally the same thing, you know? And it was a good ass game. So watching you talk about that one, I remember playing the newest one too. So it's exciting. I'm definitely excited for this new one because it's like I really did like these new. The only reason I didn't like the newer ones is because it wasn't the exact same thing as the older ones.
Like the play style?
The RPG element is what kind of ruined it for me. Because it's like, I don't want to sit here and have to figure out which weapon is picking the things. Because in the old one, it's just, all right, I got my blades, I got my other hand, I got my other weapons. I'm good. You know what I mean? Each weapon, you knew what to use at the right time kind of shit. Where this one, you still need to know what weapon to use at the right time, but you also have to mix in, okay, it's going to have this much more attack power than this one.
You know what?
That's about the only difference.
I'm not even gonna cap right now because I only really remember playing 3 and beating it. I only really remember playing that one. But just having this conversation right now, it does kind of make me sad a little bit, just because as much as I do love 2018 God of War, and it's one of my fucking favorite games of all time. It's an incredible fucking game. But the fact that we probably never will get that old style of God of War is very sad. Like it does kind of make you want to tear up in a way to where it's like those games were special, bro.
That's why
they were special.
The most exciting part of that one is when he gets to change.
Spinning those blades, and when you find them, you're like, oh God!
You're almost crying out of excitement.
He's like when he's rapping them, dog, and he's just like. That's
shit's about to go down. You're like, so sick. Anyone in this dude's path is literally fucked right now.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Before he got those chains, you're kind of like, all right, iffy. But
he's got his little axe.
You're done.
Oh yeah, once he got the chains and you see him fucking putting them on, he's like, and you're like, dude, we're in here right now. Dude, like, what is this game? What is this game?
That's where I feel like the newer God of War's kind of missed out on. Is the older ones had like this pure passion of just rage. Like, I'm here to fuck shit up, get out of my way. This new one is like, this new one, I've got a kid, I'm still going to fuck shit up, but I'm going to watch out for this kid behind me. Yeah. That's literally the only difference with the two games.
Well,
that's literally it.
Think about in our Marvel review, Shang-Chi, go check that out. Our Shang-Chi review, Jorian was saying how a lot of the Marvel movies parodied each other in terms of like villains being like villains or certain shit being like certain shit when it comes to Tony Stark and his father and Shang-Chi and his father in a certain way. It's like this, to where it's like you got Kratos and Atreus, and you got fucking Joel and Ellie.
Oh my god!
To where it's like they're like PlayStation knows what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I feel like a family string is an easy one to pull sometimes, but it's a good one to pull because it's so relatable.
And because even
people who don't have families still relatable.
Bruh, me personally, I feel like the Atreus shit is even more stronger than Joel and Ellie to me. Believable. Okay, good. I'm glad you feel that same way because
it's a connection that you know has to be there. With Joel and Ellie, it's one that's forced.
It's forced because that's not his kid. His kid died, so he takes her as like you're my own. I don't want to lose you because I lost my daughter. But this one is like, you're my kid, and not only are you my kid, but you're like,
it's a better force.
It's a better force because it's like, yeah, you're my kid, but we're also gods. So you're kind of Loki, and you kind of have these fucking powers that can make you shift into other things. So it's like, you got Ellie compared to Atreus, and it's like, okay, well, he can do this. He can transform into a wolf. You can just shoot at bow. So Atreus can shoot a bow too. So I'm gonna pick the guy who can shoot a bow and transform into a wolf. I'm gonna pick that guy. But you recorded it. Jorian recorded it.
We're back.
Jorian recorded it, bro. He recorded the reaction that we had to God of War.
Yeah, no, and it was exciting. I'm excited for it. Don't trip.
Oh,
don't think we're not excited for it. It's it's definitely something that's been coming, especially because I know you beat the last one. I beat the last one, so it's like the cliffhanger the last one left you on is leaving you more excited for this one. Absolutely. Especially because it almost feels like the story still isn't even explained at all. Mm-hmm. You're like, all right, cool. I'm in this world, but why still?
You were just. It was exactly what you're saying. We're like, why the fuck am I here? And it's like okay, so Kratos had a relationship with this giant, had a kid, Atreus. The mom died. We don't know how the mom died yet. Still, and then the whole story was basically you guys climbing up to this mountain to release her ashes because that's what she wanted. Mm-hmm. That's all we got from the first game.
Literally.
Everything else was basically you fighting people trying to stop you from getting to the mountain.
And I'm thinking the second one is clearly just the repercussions of the first mission.
Of doing what you did. Yeah. Because what me and Jorian read on here is that apparently Freya is a main antagonist and Thor is going to be a main antagonist, which of course Thor was in the end credit scene.
Because so he killed homies.
And he killed his brothers. He killed his brothers. He killed two of them. He killed two of his fucking brothers. So now you got Thor coming, and then Freya, you killed Freya's son, which she knew he was bad, but she didn't want him to die. Which is still fucked up, because, like, bro, your son was a fucking asshole.
Dude,
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
Thor versus Kratos?
It's going to be an incredible fight.
I'm wondering if it's going to end in a cutscene to them just saving somebody's life and moving on.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Or if it's going to be a full-ass fight.
It'll be an incredible fight, and that goes to the testament of God of War, because that first Bolter fight you have is fucking probably the most insane fight I've had. That's probably the best fight in that whole game, and it's literally like one of the biggest fights you have in the game, and it's the first one you do. Where you're you're slamming through the trees, you're going through the shacks, you're fucking slamming people into the bottom of the ground. You think Kratos is dead and he fucking gets more powered up and fucking just boom, boom, boom. Incredible fight. And it was one of the first fights. So I'm like, I think of that fight and I think of whatever they do with that Thor fight. There's about to be some shit.
When I think of that fight that you're talking about, you can tell that Kratos is trying to hide something. Obviously, he's hiding the kid. Mm-hmm. But do you think deep down he's probably still hiding those blades? Because that was before he even took them up. So they're still underneath the house at that point. I don't. He's low-key hiding like that.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if he's. I don't know. That's a really good question.
You see what I'm saying?
Really good question.
Because I remember homie's like, "Oh, you're trying to hide something in there," and when I first heard that, I was like, "Okay, cool." And then when he picked up the blades, I remembered him saying that again, and I'm like, "Man, maybe homie was really just obviously he's trying to defend his kid because the kid's inside of there." Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, what kind of repercussions would really happen if homie had found Kratos' blade from another world? You know what I'm saying? Whole other version of a story. I don't know what the repercussions are there, but that's just a little side nerd tangent for you. But with that, let's move on. We've already hit our halfway point, so
let's give it that little rating though. What's your little hype rating? What's your hype level?
Okay, I'm glad.
What's your hype level on that?
My hype rating for let's start with Spider-Man and Wolverine. I'm gonna combine.
No, we didn't talk about those yet.
We still haven't.
No,
oh my gosh! I thought we briefed on.
No. We still didn't talk about those.
Okay,
just
fine.
on God of War.
Fine. For God of War, I will give my hype level on that one. I'm gonna stick with a solid 8 today.
Okay.
Only just because I'm excited for it, but I still can be patient because I'm not trying to pay the full $60, and I'm not trying to buy a PS5 to play that shit. So I'm gonna put my hype at 8. I'm excited. If that shit was available on PS4, I'll buy it. But my hype level is at an 8 because it's capped. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick. You know, I think Sony did say, and that's a bullshit company, because I do think they'll change it, because they changed some shit with Forbidden West, where they said the upgrade was free, but then they're like, okay, we're gonna make you pay for it, and then they switched it back because they're like, wait, we did tell you it was free, so okay, we'll make it free. But they also did say God of War Ragnarok is gonna be on PS4.
Okay.
But I could see them with them not giving a release date on this motherfucker. Them being like, this is a PS5 exclusive.
I see it too.
We're not making it. But my hype level, 10. Easy.
I knew it.
God of War 2018 is my second favorite game of all fucking time. I love that game. seeing this game live today with Jorian was honestly a really cool experience.
It was cool.
He recorded it too, which is really sick.
That's why check out our Instagram page. Yeah.
Follow our socials. Follow our fucking socials because you get to see some live updates whenever we do our recordings or episodes like this to where we're talking about PlayStation and showcases. But what he recorded was genuinely me. That was not for camera or anything. That was just me being like, it's one of my favorite fucking games, and I can't wait to play it. It's a 10. Hype level is a 10.
That's crazy for me.
Hype level is a 10. I'm so ready.
I'm excited for you.
I'm so ready. Go. And let's get into let's combine these two. Let's combine these two because we could talk about the universe, what it seems is going on here. Seems like the universe is going on here.
We're losing time, so we got to brief.
We're going.
So Spider-Man with Wolverine. I'm excited for him because, to be honest, I played the Spider-Man PlayStation 1 Spider-Man.
Wait.
PS4 version. I'm sorry.
No, yes. I was gonna say not because there's both separate games.
I don't have the PS5 version. I don't have the Miles Morales game. I've only played Spider-Man 4, and that was pretty cool for me. I played it straight through. It was one of the things I focused on. I think I played that and The Last of Us almost at the same time. I think I played that first and then The Last of Us. Because it was when I first moved back to Vegas. I didn't have an Xbox for a minute, so I was only playing PlayStation. But anyway, Spider-Man was a cool-ass fucking game, and I was excited. I was excited for Miles Morales. I didn't get it because it's on the Xbox. But I'm definitely excited for this newer one because it's a sequel. It'll be cool. But I'm low-key more excited for Wolverine. Because like I told you on the break, the last time I saw Wolverine in a game was the Ultimate Spider-Man game. And he was like a little tag team member. So it's kind of cool to see him have his own game. Also being in the Insomniac universe, which I'm going to call it. Because I guarantee you Spider-Man is going to show up in the fucking game at some point. I'm gonna throw that up in there. Might even be a 2-second little appearance or whatever, but it's the same damn company. So how hard is it for them? It's gonna be the same company with the same engine. You know what I'm saying?
Already know.
How hard is it for them to be like, oh shit, oops, we accidentally left Spider-Man in there. Easter egg. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Little Easter egg, if anything. But nonetheless, I'm very excited for that shit. Wolverine is definitely one of my favorite dudes. Iron Man is my absolute favorite Marvel character. Iron Man, Wolverine, because that dude is vicious. After Logan...
Wolverine's your second?
After Logan, the movie, he became my second, dude. That nigga is vicious. That dude... If you really think of that homie with no filter, he could do some fucking damage.
Oh, yeah.
That dude can do damage.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But yeah, those are my top two.
Wolverine's your second,
and Spider-Man's definitely number 3. Logan is my second only because, like I said, he's just sick, got ferocity. He's limitless. He's endless. He's sick. The only time he dies, I feel like, is when he literally chooses to die. He's like, you know what? I'm old. I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I'm gonna die. And then 6 comic books later, he's back. You know what I mean? So that's why I like him.
That's crazy. So your top 3 is.
Iron Man.
Your number one? Iron
Man's my number one, just because of the heart similarities.
Yeah.
Iron Man's my number one. I'm pretty sure there has to be a black Iron Man somewhere. I need to find that comic.
Ironheart.
Really? That's what his name is?
It's a girl.
So then I need to get
on that one.
In
the next Black Panther, they're introducing Ironheart.
Fucking sick.
Yeah.
So,
little black
that's
girl.
Sick. Iron Man's definitely my number one. Ironheart will probably end up taking his place.
Dope.
Wolverine is kind of that spot contender just because of his fucking veracity, like I said. And number 3 would definitely be Spider-Man, just because Spider-Man's limitless. Everyone loves Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is he's a really sick character.
There was one point in my life where I felt like every day there wasn't a day that would go by that Spider-Man wasn't mentioned in my life. There was literally like a solid year where I was like, how the fuck is this nigga in my life every damn day? Like there was some sort of reference or Easter. It was weird. Anyway. Spider-Man's a huge part of everybody's life, especially New Yorkers.
New York. Spider-Man, let me get a slice of pizza.
My nigga Spider-Man!
Yo, let me get a slice of pizza over there. What's going on? Let me get a slice of pepperoni pizza.
Living in New York, there's not a day goes by you don't see Spider-Man.
Spider.
It's Spider-Man!
Oh. Okay.
Who are your top Marvel characters?
My number 1 will always be the Hulk.
Okay, I can see that.
I love the Hulk. I love that, like, I feel like I kind of relate to him in not like this nigga psycho way, but I relate to him in like he's super calm. He's just always calm. Banner is always calm, and he's like, I know what I can turn into, and I don't want to turn into that guy. Mm-hmm. So please don't fuck with me, because I want to be calm. But when he needs to do shit, he'll turn into the guy. But when people do push him out of it, it's like, all right, well, you fucking made me angry. So
I can't stop
I'm gonna turn into this person. I can't stop it. So
if that's not a commentary on mental health,
I don't know. I relate to that, and that's why I'm like, I hope I'm not psycho or anything.
I hear you.
But it's like everybody who knows me knows I am an extremely calm person. But when I get mad, bro, I get fucking like.
I hear it, and that's a lot of that's. I was wondering as you were telling me that. I'm wondering how much that aligns with like zodiac signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you and him are both, what sign are you? Would you say?
Cancer.
What if you and him are both Cancer? You know what I'm saying?
That'd be funny. That'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Always interesting. I think that shit's funny. I'm not like a full follower for it, but you know, I think it's interesting.
But how interesting is that, right? Because like Iron Man is your favorite, and you're like, you talk about the heart conditions, which is super big, right? Oh yeah. You both go through it, and that's so cool. That's like that's what connects you guys. And then I connect with the Hulk because it's like. Mental shit too, exactly. In a way, like it's, either body shit, mental shit, or
it's gonna be physical, a mental connection.
Physical, and it's like it's a physical connection onto why that guy's my favorite. Because I'm like, dude, when I get pissed, I don't know what the fuck I could turn into. I just kind of see red at that point. I don't fucking know. And because for the most part, everybody sees me as the calm guy. Yeah. But when I've gotten pissed very few times. And when I get pissed,
I've never seen you mad.
Crazy. I get crazy mad,
so
bro.
I can see that. That's
I get crazy mad. But I would say Hulk is my favorite. And
number 2.
I'll be straight up.
You need 2 more characters, bro. You need 2 more characters that you at least like to look at.
Okay, I'll be straight up. I'm gonna be dead ass right now. The Hulk is my favorite fucking character. That's the main one. And me picking these other 2, I'm kind of like, I don't really know because all I see is the Hulk. I just see the Hulk. So I would say Spider-Man.
Really?
I'd say Spider-Man is second. He's cool. He's a cool guy. He's one of some of my favorite movies. The Tobey Maguire movies.
Those are better
Come on, bro. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. Come on, bro.
I started watching Spider-Man 2 yesterday.
Yeah, come on, bro. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. We got to rewatch all 3 of them before No Way Home comes out.
Oh, for sure.
We got to watch the trilogy before No Way Home comes out. Or we could just watch all the Spider-Mans before No Way Home comes out. To be honest, it's a multiverse.
You never know.
It's a multiverse. We might even see Miles come in fucking animation form, bro. We never know. Everybody thinks they know what's gonna happen in that movie.
Likely though, that shit's so likely.
Yes, because it's Sony's movie.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to spoil too much of it, but that shit seems possible.
Bruh, it's Sony's movie.
Back to your likes. Back to your likes.
But. Hulk, Spider-Man, and then I would probably say, off the movies alone, I'll probably say Thor.
You know, Thor is cool. I knew Thor was going to be in there for you, so I'm really happy that you said that.
Thor is cool as fuck. Chris Hemsworth, amazing job at playing.
Here's my question with Thor, though. Which was the Thor that you actually liked the most?
Of course, his later forms, Infinity War, and
so you only liked him after Infinity War?
Yeah, I mean, I still liked him in the other ones. It was just I didn't like the way he looked.
I hated him in all the other ones, and I completely agree with the look.
I just didn't like the way he looked.
He looked completely gross.
With the fucking vanilla eyebrows. Gross.
He didn't even have eyebrows.
This nigga had vanilla eyebrows. Nigga put
you can't say
dye.
Vanilla.
He put vanilla dye on his eyebrows. They put
skin color fucking eyebrows.
Are you shitting me,
I couldn't see him the whole movie.
Like, you shitting me,
maybe I'm colorblind.
What is on your face right now?
The second movie was like, okay, bro, this shit is dragging the fuck on.
Yeah.
What was it? The Rock, the Dark Age or some shit? Oh
Dark World.
God, that movie fucking
that one was on. But when's the last time you saw it?
I know it's important to the plot.
When's the last time you saw it though?
Before Endgame was the last time I saw it.
You watched it kind of recently.
I made sure to watch it before Endgame because I knew that it was part of it. I hadn't seen it when it first came out, but I made sure to watch it before.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I rewatched it. I didn't think it was too bad, is what people were saying, but it's clearly not the best.
Boring.
It's not the best.
It was the lamest one to me. The first one was okay. That one was shit. Ragnarok was cool, and apparently Love and Thunder is about to be the one that fucking pops off.
No, Love and Thunder is going to be fucking insane, and I'm so excited for that. Because Natalie Portman's coming back, and it's based off the comic to where Natalie Portman's going to hold the fucking hammer too, and it's just like, to see both of them with these hammer, bro, I'm so ready. And fucking, what's his name? Batman! We talked about this in one of the podcasts. Batman, Bruce Banner, Christian Bale is gonna be in it. Who are you saying? Yeah, Christian Bale's gonna be in it. I said it He's playing the villain, bro. Yeah. He's playing the villain. That movie is gonna be so fucking awesome.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for what Marvel's got in the canon. They got some shit to fire off, bro. But
we got 15 minutes.
And we haven't talked about Donda or anything.
All right, we're talking about... I honestly don't think this is that long of a topic.
Well, this is a PlayStation... This is clearly...
This is a PlayStation exclusive.
This is clearly a PlayStation exclusive.
We're going to top off Donda for the last, 10 minutes. I'll give you 5 more minutes on
fuck that. We're at 45 minutes. We still have to talk...
We're finishing with this?
we're at 45 minutes.
We're fucking Donda and put it off till next week?
No, I say we record a third one because we're...
Y'all are getting content!
George, we got to record a third one, bro, because we're at 45 minutes.
You think it's going to take that long to talk about Donda, though?
We're talking about Donda and Drake's album.
But it's not going to take that long, I don't think. I think we could do it right now if we finish it. We could do a whole hour and finish it still. We're pretty much done with the Marvel. What else do you have to say about Marvel? No, we're not, because
we didn't talk about Spider-Man.
We did. That was the whole topic we've just been on. We just side tangented.
No, we talked about Logan a lot.
Okay, what do you want to say about Spider-Man? What needs it?
I'm just saying. What was your hype level with the
Spider-Man? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not as hyped about the Spider-Man. I will not lie.
Capping.
Here's the reason I'm not. The Spider-Man 1 game was sick. It was cool, fucking dope. The Miles Morales to me was just like a DLC. So this third one to me seems like it's just gonna be the bigger DLC / sequel, and it's totally cool. It's totally great. The only bitch ass part about Spider-Man is you can't take him anywhere except for New York, because you can't web sling anywhere else. You know what I mean? He's useless anywhere else. You can take him to Chicago, but he's only good in the downtown area. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
See, literally, you could put him in space. He's kind of good there, but anywhere except for New York, he's done. So to me, what I'm starting to see with the Spider-Man games is I'm going to start to see the Saints Row games, because you remember how they're all in the same city.
Oh, you're
over
bugging.
And over.
You're bugging.
That's what I'm starting to see. Maybe they change cities. Maybe they'll change cities in the third game. They'll change cities for Saints Row 3, Spider-Man 3.
Come on.
But other than that, they're staying in the same city.
Don't do that.
Where are they going to take them to? Tell me where they're going to take them to.
I see what you're saying as far as place.
Add?
I see what you're saying is place, because even with that new Saints Row, I think they had a question like, okay, it was a new map, and then the Saints Row people were like, yes, it is a new map. I never played the Saints Row games.
You never did?
I never played them.
I played a little bit of 1. Mm-hmm. I loved 2. I beat the fuck out of 2, and I beat 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you right now.
All the same map?
No. 1 and 2 had the same map, and I think 3 and 4 had a different map.
Yeah.
But regardless, it was like, I'm not playing the same fucking game. It's the
same thing.
You know what I mean? I'm just
like GTA, go here, go there. Blah, 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 blah.
After Saints Row 3, they started doing dumb shit, so nobody really
all over the place. Yeah.
But Saints Row 2 being even on the same map was actually fucking cool, because I didn't even know. I never played the first one. Anyway, side tangent. We're still supposed to be talking about Spider-Man.
Well, we're getting off. Me, I really do think I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2018 as well. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed that fucking game.
It was a good game. I won't lie to you. It was cool.
Because we've been missing that Marvel feel. There's just not Marvel feel, just a superhero feel. Well, besides the DC games, the Arkham games are really fun.
No, as far as video games, there are no superhero games.
Yeah, Rocksteady games with the Arkham Knight, fucking really good games. But that Spider-Man game just hit different, because as a kid, the only game I played, I think, was Spider-Man 1. I think I played a little bit of Spider-Man 2. But Spider-Man 1, I remember playing that game on Xbox, bro. I remember playing on Xbox. I remember playing on my fucking DS. I remember having that game on my DS. Spider-Man games are the shit.
Oh, they're good. They're always good.
The shit.
Do you when it comes to those like Spider-Man games? To me, I like them games, but I feel like they become repetitive. Have you you played that Lord of the Rings game, the newest one?
Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah. Almost kind of like Assassin's Creed, right? Where you have to go to the tower, you jump off, and you fucking hay bale and everything.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like Spider-Man is that same way. And I feel like with games in that genre, and this is my only fear for Wolverine, is I hate that. I hate that genre of like, hey, let's go explore the city, but bit by bit come to the top. I'd rather just have a nice, solid story. Almost like God of War. Like God of War, at what point did you need to go to the top of a pillar and be like, oh, here? You know what I mean? Never. Even Breath of the Wild kind of ruined that shit for me after a minute. But it's like, I want a game that's literally like God of War, but Spider-Man, Iron Man, whoever man. Yeah. You know what I mean? But just more grounded, more rooted. And that's where I'm really hoping that Wolverine game turns into. Yeah. I'm really hoping it turns into. I don't want to need to climb every fucking tower and go, oh shit, there's that spot. Because I'm not going over there. Yeah. I'm only following the story until it's done. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's what that's going to be. And that's where me and you talked before the cameras. I think Wolverine is going to be like Uncharted for Wolverine.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
I think Wolverine's going to be like Uncharted for Wolverine. I think it's going to be a very linear game. I think the game is going to look fucking gorgeous. Now we're going to talk about...
We were finishing up Venom. It was an idea on Venom for sure.
It was some Spider-Man 2 shit.
Are we out of the drink? Is that the last... That's it, huh?
We're out of the drink. I need this Red Bull to
wow, damn.
I need this Red Bull to give me a high. Give me something.
All right.
I need to feel something. Because I'm lonely inside.
Nigga.
Clip it! Clip it! Clip it! We got 2 clips. Look, man. Look. Alright. Look. We got 2. He said, nigga. Clip it. Okay.
Venom. Closing thoughts. We're done with Venom. It's been too long on this.
Let's just real quick, 10 minutes, whatever, who cares? We're just getting into the Marvel Universe real quick. So,
Marvel Universe, here we go.
When we were both watching that PlayStation stream.
Okay.
After seeing Logan, which was insane because
I'm excited. It was only 10 seconds, but it was an exciting 10 seconds.
Yeah. Logan came before Spider-Man 2, so it's kind of like in our heads we were like, yo, are they fucking doing a like, what are they doing? Like, just making a Logan game? The universe thing didn't really pop into my head until I saw the Spider-Man 2 thing.
And it didn't pop into my head until you said it just now, so.
You know? And I'm like, okay, so you had Spider-Man 1, you have Miles Morales, which makes sense. Miles Morales makes sense because it was the first one. And then Logan, which I'm like, Logan by Insomniac? That's going to be fucking crazy. And then you have Spider-Man 2 with Venom. In my head, and I feel like I feel like this is how anything goes. If you're releasing Spider-Man 2 trailer after Logan trailer, that tells me Venom is coming after Logan.
Yeah. It's story. Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
Possibly Logan shows up in Spider-Man 2.
Maybe vice versa.
To fight Venom. Vice versa. Who fucking knows? But it seems like Insomniac is 100% building a Marvel universe within video games. What do you think about it?
I think they may have been before, but they gave all them homies back over to Disney, didn't they?
What you mean?
I thought Disney has all those guys now.
Disney does, but they're licensing. And
you know what? It's a different category. You know what? And it's a video game, so it might even.
Yeah, this is a video game. This is different.
So yeah,
they're licensing.
I think it would be interesting to see that, but it would be a different Avengers than what we're used to, I think. Especially the fact that you're talking Spider-Man and Wolverine. 2 characters who we have yet to even see on screen together, besides maybe some cartoon shows and maybe a different video game. But I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it would be more of like a Spider-Man meets the X-Men kind of thing, because that's more or less what rights I feel like they would have.
Yeah.
Because they've yet to cast Iron Man or say anything about any of those homies, so we'll see. But I mean, I don't know. I think it could be interesting. Yeah. Does Sony have the Avengers game on their platform?
It does. It's on PlayStation. But this is what's interesting, and I know we're kind of bad people for not looking this up right now. It's kind of just going off top. But from what I believe, Sony has the movie rights to Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man, yeah. And from what I believe or what I remember, they're like almost out of it, or they either renewed it up and only exclusively have Spider-Man. They don't have anybody else.
No, I don't think
Spider-Man like Venom.
No, I don't think these fuckers are out of it. I think they bought. So when Marvel was going through their basically Great Depression, or it's like these motherfuckers had no money, Sony was like, all right, we're buying they started selling all their Marvel characters.
Yeah,
that's why the Hulk, that Universal owns the Hulk.
Oh, really?
That's why fucking you have not seen a solo Hulk movie yet, because Universal still owns it. But Microsoft can still basically add him into basically Ragnarok, like half of the movie.
Yeah.
They just can't do a solo Hulk movie. That's why with the Incredible Hulk that was in the Marvel Universe with Edward Norton was a Universal movie. The credits that played before that movie was a Universal picture movie.
Interesting.
So Universal owns the Hulk. Spider-Man is owned by Sony. So basically when they were in the Great Depression, they started selling off all their characters. But from what I believe, Sony basically only has the rights to Spider-Man's movie rights. That's it. I know 100% Disney still has the Spider-Man merchandising rights.
Yeah.
So basically, if you go to Disneyland or Universal, wherever, and you buy a Spider-Man toy, all that money is going straight to Disney. All Sony gets is movie shit. And I believe the video game shit, Marvel still has all the say over it being like, nah, this is the team we want. Because you don't own this character in the video game world. So we're going to do Spider-Man. We still own Wolverine. We're going to do all this because they have the X-Men because they bought it from fucking Fox a year back or so. So Marvel now just has, it seems like if they can't make the dream world they want on the big screen, they're like, we're going to do it in the video game.
Yeah.
So we're doing Spider-Man, which was a fucking hit. Now we're doing Logan, which is going to be fucking incredible too.
All I know is that this new Marvel phase is going to be sick.
Yeah.
It's definitely started off crazy because I know everyone had doubts with the Shang-Chi. That shit came out to be a bop. And it's like, if that continues, even in the video game spectrum where everyone already likes the game, so there's nothing to... I can put a pause on that because I do know no one really likes that one Avengers game that came out from Square Enix.
Yeah, fact.
But at least homies are liking the Spider-Man games. You know what I mean? So it's like, really right now, I think Marvel is kind of on the up and up. The only movie that I feel like they need to really get a hurdle over that everyone really still is skeptical of is the Eternals movie. But I feel like because of the whole Shang-Chi, I low-key think the Eternals is going to turn out to be good.
I think Eternals will be fine. I've been stoked for Eternals. Like,
the only reason I'm skeptical is because they have Angelina Jolie in there, and not that she's a bad actress or anything like that, but she's just so pristine in her kind of acting standards, that it seems like she might be a little too much for the Marvel universe. But
I hear you.
That's just me being cautious, No, I'm still excited for her. I think she'll be cool.
No, I love what you just said. I really like that take because she is exactly what you just said. Very pristine, and it's just like she might just be too much for this shit because this is very comic booky, cartoony, fast foody in a way. Yeah. So it's like this is not what she's used to doing. So I like what you said a lot, but I think with the cast that they have, I think that just says alone towards like I think they built a cast around what she is. Yeah. Because when you look at Game of Thrones, you look at Jon Snow, Edward Stark, blah, 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 whatever. You're bringing actors that are, like, good. Like, you're bringing really good fucking actors to act around Angelina Jolie or who... It's not saying she's the fucking star of this. Because she honestly hasn't been in too much of the promotion, but she might end up being the main part. Because I did watch a explanation video. And at the end of the external trailer, you see Angelina Jolie wrapped up against like an alien-looking figure, and he was like, basically, he was saying something about you can't save them. And apparently, in the comics, she has a kid with him. So it's like she might end up being a way bigger part than what we think.
Interesting.
But no, I think I'm with you on the next Marvel phase coming up. I think it's something special about to happen. I think Insomniac, I'm just really bummed out as a Microsoft Xbox guy. I still love play. I'm a gamer. I own all three consoles. I have a Switch, PlayStation 4, my Xbox Series X. I'm a gamer. We're gamers. We love to play fucking video games. We're not hard stuck on one console. We love to play games. But I do think it's a bummer for the people who can't afford to have multiple consoles to be like, okay, we're going to lock Spider-Man behind Sony. We're gonna lock Logan behind Sony. We're gonna lock Spider-Man 2 with Venom behind Sony. Shit like that does suck. And I know a lot of people will use okay, well, none of the Xbox guys talk about when you guys get exclusives, blah, blah, blah.
The only exclusive we have is Halo. Like, everyone's dying for Halo.
Yeah, it's not, like, the Marvel shit is way bigger than what you guys think. Like, this is, like, little kids and shit. And it's a big marketing play. Mm-hmm. So, as a businessman myself, I look at it as, like, smart fucking play, man. Smart play. You're going to get all the little kids want to go over to your side. I want a PlayStation, Mom. I want a PlayStation, Dad. Smart play. I get it. But at the end of the day, you still are locking those video games behind a demographic of so many fucking people, which is fucked up. Mm-hmm. But business-wise, smart. Because it's like, if you want to play it, buy our fucking console, and then you got to buy our game too. So good luck. But yeah, I think it's going to be special.
Because even for me, when I go to buy the new Xbox, I'm only going to buy one if it comes in like a bundle. I want to buy whatever one comes with the bundle. They have one, the Halo Infinite. Mm-hmm. They have a bundle for that, and it's like, I want that.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes sense to
me. Like, I get that. I get
a nicely designed Xbox with the game that I wanted, and I'm set. You know what I mean? Like, it's different than everyone else's. It's not the same thing. So yeah. Definitely, and that goes right kind of back to what we're talking about again with like the whole patience thing, because sometimes they'll drop the game and then months later they'll drop the one with the console with it. Actually, never mind, that's a lie. They do it all at the same time, but you know what I mean. It's just patience. Sometimes you find that shit cheaper.
For sure, and no, I think the games are going to be really awesome. Insomniac has already proved themselves with Spider-Man, with Sunset Overdrive, with Ratchet and Clank. These guys have made awesome fucking video games, and I think
bringing up Sunset Overdrive is impressive because that one is a banger. I like that one a lot.
That's something a lot of people don't talk about.
I could almost low-key see Wolverine being in that kind of style. Not the grinding and the jumping, but like, you know what I mean, like the close-up. Yep. That's more or less what I mean. Yeah. Singing and shit.
And Sunset Overdrive had the characters in it were very like comedic, interesting, like very like, I haven't really met too much people like I know it's very different than Logan, but in Sunset Overdrive reminded me of very much like Tony Hawk.
Yeah, like, very Tony Hawk.
And I was like, the characters you were meeting with the mohawks and shit like that, the way that they talked and everything.
It was fun.
It was fun. And Insomniac, that's an incredible studio, bro. And I'm so excited for the fact that they have the keys right now to basically build what Marvel did for the cinematic universe, to build it in the video game universe. I think it's the perfect fucking studio to make it happen. I think they're going to do great. But, that's our wrap on the PlayStation showcase. Incredible show from PlayStation. Once again, they just keep defying the odds. You think they can't come with more shit, and they just fucking keep coming. I don't know what they're doing over there at PlayStation, but those guys, they have it down. They have it down. They know what they're doing. Whatever playbook they're reading, they got it. Incredible show again.
And there was some of the show that we didn't like talk on or touch on, but like a lot of the games that we didn't even touch on, we were still impressed by. Super. It's interesting. Like me and Chuck were talking about it. It's interesting how PlayStation, there's games that you're like, man, I kind of at least want to try that or at least play with it. It's a different, interesting take because from a Japanese culture versus the American games where it's just like literally the same thing every other game. With at least, the few games that they showed there, it's like, man, that's completely different than what I played. I might not necessarily play that, but if I was bored and I had a time, I'd definitely sit down and play that shit.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. No doubt. Really, really good games. Yeah. Really good games out there.
PlayStation knows what they're doing, for sure.
I'm excited.
Let's get over with this Donda and Certified Lover Boy. Because I'm over both of them now, after all this having to wait for this conversation.
I don't want to talk about these, man.
Done with them.
I'm over it.
Okay, I lied. I personally, I'm going to get it out of the way. I thought Donda was okay. Actually, first off, Donda to me was very reminiscent of Life of Pablo, mixed with his most recent Christian album, whatever that one was called, Sundays or something like that.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King. So it literally was those two combined for me.
I heard that, yeah.
And Drake's album was Drake.
It was Drake. Very good.
Very simple synopsis for you.
Very good synopsis because what you said hits on the head. It hits it. I'm in the same boat to where I'll say with Donda. There were some songs on there that was like really, really incredible. Yeah, really incredible songs.
There were some good tracks.
Like I was talking to my brother about this, and I was telling him, I was like, Donda, there's songs on here that I'm going to be coming back to years from now. Like, this album, as a 24 package album, there's a lot of fucking songs, and I'm not going to continuously keep listening to all these songs over again, but there's like a good solid 6 to 7 songs on here that I will continue to come back years from now. That's how good the music is.
Did you watch the release and all that?
I watched the
performance,
the third version. I watched the third version of it because he did 3 of them. He did 3 Apple Music streams, and each Apple Music stream had different music. So it was like it was the same album, but he kept tweaking it. So yeah, the first stream, second stream, and third stream. I only watched the third stream.
I only watched whatever one that they announced. And that's the one I watched. And I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard it, I just come home from work. I get off at 11 o'clock, so I come home from work. The boy's like, oh, yeah, hey, that Donda shit's dropping. So I put it on my laptop. We're hitting from that big bong you saw me hitting from.
Yeah.
And literally 2, 3, 4 songs in, I'm falling asleep. I don't know if it was the nighttime. I don't know if it was the boredom of the album or what, but my first listen to it, I was not impressed. I will straight tell you I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
But I went back and listened to it later, kind of because we've been talking about it with the show. It's like, obviously, it's my job.
We gotta talk about it,
I gotta listen to it again. So the second listen, that's when I kind of came across the opinion of, it totally is Life of Pablo mixed with, say it again.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
Yeah.
And I really saw that similarity, and I'm like, dude, that's 100% all he did with that album. He went hard on a couple of tracks, said I love God on a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he threw in Baby Keem and a couple of different artists. And then when you look at, for me, when I'm looking at Drake's album, like I said with my opinion before, it's literally just another Drake album with a couple of cool tag-ons and a couple new lines. And the other thing that I think is interesting is there's that underground beef between the two of them that I feel like I know nothing about, and most of the people I talk to know nothing about the beef between Drake and Kanye. and it's almost it almost makes it seem like, what are y'all even beefing about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, what's this imaginary thing? What's going on?
Apparently homies are banging each other's wives, but it's like, I guess this is what happens when you're famous. You're just gonna bang each other's wives again and rap about it instead of talking to each other.
Instead of talking to each other. Correct.
I remember hearing once when homies are writing diss tracks about each other, it's almost like they're writing love ballads about each other.
Yeah, you know I mean? For sure.
I fucking hate you, but it's like, I love you at the same time.
You're taking time. You're taking time out of your day to write a song about another person. It's like, what are you doing?
Whether you hate him or not, you took time out of your day.
You took time out of your day to think about this person.
That's
so you're
funny.
It's just funny because, like, not even the recording part, but even just the writing part, you're just sitting there like, what can I write about this man?
You're like, nah, that don't work. That didn't work.
You said do this, pull up to the blah. It's like, damn, man, you just focused 4 minutes and 30 seconds about this one man.
Kiki, do you love? No, not Kiki. Let me try something else.
You know, it's giving weird vibes.
It's funny though. That's definitely one thing I've heard.
Weird
is when homies are writing raps about each other, there's definitely something in there. But it's like, nonetheless, I didn't pay attention to whatever little bars they were shooting at each other. Personally, I love Kanye more, but low key, I feel like Drake's album had more of the current boppers. You know what I mean? The shit that homies are gonna be playing all weekend is what Drake's had.
I like that.
But Kanye's, like you said, Kanye has the albums that me and you are definitely gonna be playing for a while.
Yes.
My only fan. That's in my head right now. I'm ready to play that as soon as we're done here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kanye's got the melodies where I feel like Drake has that short term beats or whatever, and that's what's so funny because Kanye is classic, where Drake is always temporary to me. Constantly temporary.
Yeah, you know yeah. And I think Drake has been, he's been temporary for a while now. I think he's been temporary for a while now, bro. And that's why, me personally, with this album, I've been going into a lot of Drake albums with extremely low expectations. Mm-hmm. So let you and the audience know, extremely low expectations. Going into Certified Lover Boy, for one, he didn't really do too much promotion for it.
I didn't even know what was coming out.
I mean, clearly, like, he announced this album like in January, December of last year, but he pushed it back longer. But regardless, I was still gonna have low expectations for it. And it's because a lot of his latest music, I just didn't really care for it. I'm like, this all sounds exactly what you said. This sounds very temporary. This sounds very fast foody. And that's exactly what it's been to me as well. I listen to it and I'm just like, I like it, but this is like quick. I'm not going to be stuck with this for a while. This is nothing I'm going to be listening to for a while.
The only one that I can think of maybe is that Girls Like Girls Where I'm From. And that's literally only just because the current trajectory of society. It's where it's more common for girls to be lesbians and to be straight. You know what I mean? Where it's more acceptable kind of shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know who I talk to, dog. I don't know who I talk, but you're right about that. 100%. And this is.
And I'm not talking down. Like, do you?
Of course not. Of course,
fucking do you?
No. But what you just said about that, I don't know. I think it was my brother, maybe, or somebody else. But I basically was like, people are shitting on that song hella crazy. And we'll get into this more. But basically what I said about that song I was talking to the girl I'm talking to. I was like, the girl. No! No! Not at this time. Not right here. Not right here. I was like, who was I talking to? I was like, the girl I was talking to.
Right when we finally get
into it. I fucking told her, bro. I was like, this song is making it to where girls just gonna have threesomes all the time.
Dude, you know what's funny?
Girls gonna have threesomes all the time.
Oh my gosh. We're going audio only from here on out. Sorry, y'all. The girl I'm talking to is the same way, and I thought the same thing when I heard this song. So that's hilarious. It's just not. It's not uncommon. It's not. That's definitely where the trajectory of that track is going, and I hate it. I don't hate it, but it's like, it seems like that's the intent of the track too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely the intent of like, hey, I hope girls are liking girls kind of shit.
But I mean, let's be fair. We know these motherfuckers. They can do whatever the fuck they're having orgies.
Oh, absolutely.
They're having orgies with like fucking 10 women. Yeah. 10 women, one, if they wanted to, they could have just themselves and 10 girls.
And that's just them. That's just off of their celebrity-ishness. That's not even on their regular how to be a swagoo guy.
Yeah.
That's just because they're famous. They can say, yeah, you know what? Everyone in the part 3 hands up. All right, you 10 come with me. That's literally all they got to do.
But exactly. And there's still there's still
do it.
Yeah, for sure. There's still normal dudes that can make shit like that happen. Like shit pop off.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when I heard that song, and it's funny because I was talking to the girl I'm talking to, and I'm just like, well, this song about to make motherfuckers just want to have threesomes all the time now. For real. And I was like, I'm not mad at it. This is good. Hooray!
Yeah, let's go.
Hooray! Let's get it. Let's get it popping. Eat some coochie. Eat some coochie or something.
No, but the rest of that Drake album, it's like, that's the only song I can think of off the top of my head, and that again goes to the temporariness of the Drake albums.
Yeah,
I mean, Kiki, Do You Love Me? Who's playing that right now? You know, who's playing any? There are definitely classic Drake songs that you're still playing, that you're definitely rolling to in the car. But those are the ones that you know are classics. Yeah. Where if you throw on a Kanye track, it don't matter. You still have the same hype level of that Kanye song as when you first fucking heard it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And even with this album, like I said, when I first heard it, I didn't like it as much. But the re-listen, it's like, yeah, you're right. I do like Kanye. Kanye, keep making music.
Yeah.
Like you literally forget how much you like Kanye's music because of the publicity and all the bullshit around him. And I feel like that's what happens. And I feel like that's the advantage Drake has, is because he doesn't have publicity. He never talks. He never does interviews or anything. You know what I mean? So anything he drops is automatically gold.
Yeah.
But the same thing with Kanye. If Kanye would shut his fucking mouth for 3 months, people would love his music.
It'd be different. Yeah, it would be different. With this Drake album, I'll say this. I'm curious to see how you feel about this, because the internet and social media is going to be social media. And it's so funny because sometimes we look at social media and we think that's the main majority of shit. You know what I'm saying? We think what we see on there is the main voice, which me being heavy into the gamer scene and like gamer Twitter, I constantly see whenever something comes out and gamers don't like it, it gets blasted hugely on Twitter. And I always see people from like Greg Miller or like people who are high voices in the gaming industry. They always talk about how like, they're like, it's funny because you think what you see on Twitter when it comes to these gamers and shit, you think that's going to play out in the real world, but it never does. So when Call of Duty comes out and the main thing you see on Twitter is this shit looks garbage. Call of Duty looks garbage. I hate it. It's going to fucking bomb. It's trash. Nobody likes this shit. Blah, 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 blah. Get rid of this. You guys are making the same fucking game for 10 years. Blah, 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 blah. That's all you see is just negativity.
Yeah.
And then when the sales come out, what's the best game selling of the year that's only been out for 1 month? Call of Duty. And it's just like with the Drake thing, I compared the two because it's very fucking similar. Because the Call of Duty, same shit, right? Same shit every year.
Here's my
same
thing.
formula. Same formula.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Same game, same form. It's like Madden, just same shit. You release it.
New guns.
And new guns, a tweak of new guns, a new skin or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little new skin or whatever. And then comes out. And you're like, okay, people play it. A lot of people buy it. A lot of people buy it. A lot of people play it. A lot of people fall off. Same thing with this Drake album. Because people will listen to it. They'll check it out to see what it is. Because it is that Call of Duty. You want it. Like, I miss that Call of Duty because Call of Duty used to be great. I want to see what it is.
Shit, Charles is making analogies over here.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see what this is about. Because Call of Duty used to be fucking great. And that little itch that keeps like, maybe Call of Duty will hit this year. Maybe. So you keep wanting it to hit. So you listen to it, and then you like,
Now I've bought in a few Call of Duty.
You're like, this is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like
exactly what you mean.
Like, wait. You're like, this is good. This is good. I like this. But you like, it ain't Modern Warfare 2,
no,
though.
It ain't.
It ain't Modern Warfare 2. It ain't Take Care. It ain't nothing was the same. It ain't if you're reading this, it's too late. It's not Black Ops 1. It's not Black Ops 2.
And you know what's funny? There was one point in time when I was like, okay, I need to see why everybody likes Drake. And I listened to every Drake song that was available on Apple Music at the time. And I cannot tell you a name of one of those songs I listened to. I can't tell you one of the songs that I thought was my favorite. I can't tell you, but I can guarantee you right now, off the top of my dome, that one of my favorite songs from Kanye West, weird song that I like, 30 Hours. 30 Hours.
30 Hours is so good.
I love
30 Hours is so fucking good.
But I can name that right off the bat. I can't name you a Drake song.
30 hours. 30 hours.
30
I sent you naked pictures, step my photograph. Dude, 30 hours is fucking
He mentions his cousin's laptop
awesome.
on that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yup.
The other one I like is I think I like a lot of
30
Life of
Hours
Pablo.
is awesome.
Life of just anything off of Life of Pablo is honestly pretty fucking good.
It's awesome.
But it's still, like I said, it's just interesting to me that, like, there's nothing with Drake that you can just immediately be, oh, that's a fucking banger every time. Yeah, there are bangers. There's constant bangers because that's who Drake is. That's what his title is. But it's not, like, memorable, complete, you know? Yeah. When you think about it, here's what I'm thinking. When you hear a Drake song, it flashes you to 2008, to 2000, whenever it came out, right? When you listen to a Kanye track, you're still having the best fucking time of your life at the current moment that you're listening to it. It doesn't warp you back in time.
I like that.
It might warp you back in time just because if that's what you want it to do. But if you want it to be the fucking hype moment of that fucking 24 minutes that you're doing or whatever, that's the track. Doesn't matter which Kanye track it is. That's Gold Digger, fucking 48 Hours. You know him.
No,
Mr. Brightside.
I hear you, bro. No, I fucking hear you. I hear you. I really like what you just said, dog.
But that's how I've always felt about Kanye. And it's like, and I think that's the reason I've never been able to like Drake. And I've always felt bad because I know people love Drake. Yeah. I know you're a Drake lover. I know Jalen likes Drake. Yeah. I think Jai I think Jai's probably more where I'm at with like he's probably more Kanye.
Half or some, whatever.
But it's still like, I felt bad for not liking Drake. But as I've grown older, I've started to not feel bad for liking Drake. For not liking Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think you need to. But with this album, with Certified Lover Boy coming out, and I'm really curious. Mm-hmm. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about this, because I haven't been tweeting too much about it except for the first day it came out, first second day it came out. I've been pretty quiet on my thoughts because I kind of wanted to save it till here. Mm-hmm. But what I got a lot of people online, and this goes back to the Call of Duty thing, to what I was saying when you talk about gamer Twitter, all you see is I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I don't like it. But then when you look at the numbers, it's like, okay, well, you're like a small percentage, bro. Yeah. Like this shit just did crazy numbers. Like you're just in a small percentage, and that's what gets blasted to the media. It's like, I hate it, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. You never hear the people who are like, oh, I actually kind of like it. You just hear the bad. Now, this is not no top 3 album from Drake for me at all.
Absolutely not.
I don't think it's his best work at all.
He's had better work.
What I will say with this album, I personally think it's his best album he's released in a while.
Definitely.
And I've tweeted that. I said I think this is the best work he's released in years. Because to me, a lot of the shit he's released in the past has been extremely fast foody, extremely temporary. With this album, with listening to it, I could tell. I was like, there's a reason why he hasn't. This is one of the longest albums he's taken to drop. Yeah. And granted, there is still songs on this that sound fast foody. They sound temporary. They sound very Drakey. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They sound formulaic.
To me, after Kiki. Literally, once Kiki dropped, I've literally just kind of like my value of Drake has just completely dropped.
He's a pop star.
Very much.
He's a pop star. He's a pop star. So. Yeah, he's a pop star.
But Kiki really ruined it. But sorry to interrupt your thoughts.
No, you're good. You're good. But I think with this album, I could tell, as being a long time Drake fan, listening to it, I could tell some of the music on here. I was like, you could tell this sounds like a Drake album. This sounds like an album that he took some time to work on. It doesn't sound like fucking Dark Lane demo tapes. It doesn't sound like Scorpion. Those albums to me were extremely fast foody. They were extremely temporary. They were extremely, let me put some poppy shit out. Hearing this, because I just don't understand all the hate the album is getting. It's getting a lot of hate. And you're saying one of the songs that you like is the Girls Want Girls, like the one thing you could think of is Girls Want Girls.
That's the only thing
right?
off the top
that
of my
like
head.
really catches you. It's like, I like Girls Want I like Girls. That's one of the main people are saying that's one of Drake's worst songs of his career.
And I can see why. And you know what's funny is the other song on that album is the Way Too Sexy. Those are the only 2 songs on my head. Yeah. And the only reason I think of Way Too Sexy is because you're a little Florida kid. Your Florida kid put that bitch in my head.
Just dumb. But just having a good old time.
No, but nonetheless, it's like we're saying, those Drake songs are literally only there for the short temporary time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where the Kanye tracks, there's that one, not even 48 hours. Talking about smoking weed, driving low, slow, or something like that. We got weed in the car. I can't remember the name of it, but that song's even a banger too. Yeah. It's just like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I feel like Drake knows what he's doing, but if he wants to be this icon, legend, mystical, magic memory that he thinks he is, I don't think he is, because I think that's what Kanye has. And let's look at this. This is the last example I'll make with Kanye. Even with his Sunday, oh my goodness, say it one more. God is King.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King album. Even that album had some songs that homies are still like, okay, that's a banger.
It's got a couple of bangers on it. Yeah.
What's that one? Closed on Sunday. You know what I'm talking about?
And there's another. I'm not sure if it's called On God or something.
One or two of them.
He's got another banger on there that's fire.
At least, but that's what I'm trying to get at. At least every album of his, he's got 1 or 2 songs that will continue to live on past him.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Drake's got songs that definitely will live on past him, but only for the pop culture relevance of it, not for the musical legacy.
And I mean, with the Drake thing too, I think when you say a lot of the songs that will live past him, I think it's a lot of his early work.
Exactly.
Because Take Care, massively, from a lot of people, Take Care is his best album, or it's Nothing Was the Same. It's either Take Care, okay, there's 3 of them. There's Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, or If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Okay.
Those are the 3 interchangeable albums that you can say is his top best one. Those three are in it though. It's those three. And think about it. Those three were the fucking back to back. It was Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have not matched those albums since 2015 or 2016. I think.
So what does that say about music? What does that say about someone who wants to make a track that literally will constantly like be there, versus a song that's only there for the weekend?
To me it doesn't say much about music, more so as it says, Drake, get out of your own way and go experiment with your music.
So that's what it would be then, is
go experiment
with music.
Go experiment with your music.
We can definitely say Kanye experiments. We can definitely
of course.
Say that
we both know.
Yeah,
of course no.
Of
course no. Life of Pablo, everything Kanye does is different. And that's what is special about that motherfucker. Because one thing that people will... Like, I was talking to Nick Doubleday on Xbox the other day. And he was saying... He's not huge into hip-hop. But he was even saying... He was like, I know Kanye has done some dumb shit. But he was like, one thing you can't take away from that dude is like, he's an artist.
Yeah.
He does a lot of dumb shit. He says a lot of dumb shit. He makes a lot of dumb choices. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking artist and he makes good music. You can't take that away from the guy. You can't. You fucking can't. You
want to
can't.
know something about Kanye?
You just can't.
You want to know something about Kanye? 808s and Heartbreaks inspired a lot more artists than you think. A lot of artists that we know today probably wouldn't be here without 808s and Heartbreaks.
You know who inspired 808s?
Drake.
Kid Cudi.
That's a whole different topic. Then that's crazy too, because I know Kid
Cudi and Drake. You're not wrong with Drake though.
But Kid Cudi
Drake and Kid Cudi inspired 808s. You're not wrong.
I only said Drake just because of the funniness and ironicness. That's the only reason I said Drake.
You're not fucking wrong. Even if you were joking, you're not wrong. Drake and Kid Cudi inspired 808s. Because those two guys, when they came out, they were some of the first guys to come out talking about their emotions. A lot of people were not doing that. Kanye wasn't doing that before 808s.
Definitely not.
So you see Drake and Kid Cudi, mainly Kid Cudi, but Drake too heavily, because that you know how emotional he is.
Yeah.
So those two guys talking about their emotions. You got Man on the Moon, with fucking Kid Cudi has just Man on the Moon 1. He talks about his emotions and mental health. The whole album.
Yeah.
The whole fucking album.
Yeah.
He talks about. There's so much shit. That album is a classic. But Kanye heard that and was like, I'm inspired, made 808s. And then I heard that Baby Keem was just on Jimmy Fallon and he was performing some song last night. And somebody quote tweeted a little Kanye account. They're like, heavy 808s inspired. And I was listening to it, extremely 808s inspired. And I'll show you after this video.
I'm definitely excited.
But extremely 808s inspired. And it's just like, a lot of these guys are super inspirational. You think about Drake and how formulaic he is, but look at Tory Lanez. He's literally a fucking carbon clone of Drake, just not as good. There's a lot of people who try to do what Drake can do, but they just cannot do it as good. I know, even though Chris Brown at one point has started trying to rap because of Drake came in, and it's just like, Chris Brown, as great as you are talented, you still can't be Drake. You are an R&B artist. You can't do that. Drake is the first of his kind. He is. And what kind? He really is.
So it's the first of his kind. Okay, I'm glad you say that, because
Drake's the first of his kind.
Because
100%.
I was gonna try to link him almost, because when I think of The Weeknd, I always think of Michael Jackson. I literally think those two are kind of synonymous in my mind.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Kanye, I've always thought of him as his own artist as well. But now you're saying Drake is his own artist too.
Yeah.
And I can see that. But the only thing that, like I said, my little only holdback with Drake is just he's the Weeknd kind of artist, where those bangers.
The party shit.
What's next? Who's playing What's Next right now? That literally was last weekend.
That's a party anthem.
Exactly.
Drake has party anthems. He is the party music person. Drake is for the person who is going out to the clubs.
It's a universal
100%. 100%.
Anyone in the room can go, oh, that's Drake. 100%. I like this because it's Drake.
Nigga, his shit is getting played in clubs all around the world.
Exactly.
He is a pop star.
That's the only benefit of Drake. Yeah.
Drake is a fucking pop star. You play his shit in any club, wherever you play a motherfucker in Dubai, that bitch gonna be turning up in Dubai with some Drake. He is a universal pop star. You ain't playing no Donda in no club. You ain't playing no Donda in no club, bro. You're not.
No,
but that's where I felt like when I heard these two albums, I was very premature in saying, because on Twitter I was like Certified Lover Boy over Donda.
Really?
I was definitely Certified Lover Boy over Donda. And then I'm not sure if my opinion has changed. I would just say I feel like my choice was very premature. Because I feel like I listened to Certified right away, and I was like, for one, my expectations were super low. So it met my expectations. Because for me, my shit was low. I don't know what other motherfuckers... I'm not sure if people were expecting... If reading this is too late, I'm not sure if they were expecting Take Care. I don't know what people were expecting from this new Drake album. But it seems like people's expectations were out of this roof. I was expecting this shit to be trash. So for me, when I heard what I heard, I was like, yo, this is good. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. This is cool to me. Because I thought it was going to be dookie. But Donda as well. Donda, my hypes were up because some of the music I heard was fucking incredible. And not to say I was let down, because I was not let down by Donda. I just think it was too long.
Okay.
I think it was too long. I think that's what something these new artists and these new albums suffer from a lot, is because they want to add so many songs to get the numbers, to get the streams. This is the new era of getting numbers. Is adding way more songs, adding double the amount of songs on your albums so you can get more streams.
Interesting.
And it's kind of shitty because, and I know the artists too, I'm going to be straight up. The artists fucking know if they just fucking cut down their albums in half, they could make classic albums. But they're more concerned with the numbers.
Yeah.
Because it's not only them, but it's also the companies they work for. Like, no, you need to be number one. Or like, you need to add more songs because it's going to get you more money. It's going to get us more money. It's going to get your stream revenue up. Blah, 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 blah. There's a whole fucking business behind all this shit. But I know the artists know that. But at the end of the day, you're still giving us 24 tracks. So it's like, you guys know you should cut it down, but you're not cutting it down. You feel me? And I just think, I think these motherfuckers eventually, they need to, with both of these albums, I think eventually they need to start looking at, and all these artists, cut down your fucking albums to what they used to be.
I hear that.
Give us 14 tracks. You know what a deluxe used to be? 16 tracks, nigga. 16 tracks used to be the deluxe. You know what I'm saying? Now people are giving us 24 songs just as a normal album. You know what I'm saying? 16 tracks used to be a deluxe. You know what I'm saying?
This is reminding me of, there's a
like,
Kanye.
Come on.
I don't know if it's Kanye or who it is, but he's like 13 tracks on an album and 13 skits. Man, that's a classic.
Kissy Goes.
That's how Kissy
goes. That's how Kitsy goes. He was like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's all you need for a record. He was like, that's all you need for a record. That's all you need for a hit record.
That's a classic, right? And then he goes and asks the girl, he's like, is that a classic? She's like, man, that shit was trash. Oh, thank God. I thought that shit was garbage too.
I'm like, bruh.
Okay. I love that little That's classic Kanye. Anyway.
That's another Kanye
That's
shit.
an hour and a half, baby.
Hour and a half. This is a really good episode.
Closing thoughts on the episode.
Closing thoughts on episode. Sony, incredible show. Incredible fucking show, man. You guys fucking hit it home with your Sony side, which just continues to amaze me every fucking time. You guys came out with fucking Logan. Holy shit, cannot wait to play Logan, that.
But it says Wolverine.
Wolverine. I just, just thinking of the fucking movie.
You're not wrong. You're
just
thinking
of the movie, you know. But we, you know, you got Wolverine in that bitch. You got Spider-Man with him and Miles Morales and Venom. Incredible.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok looked fucking amazing.
I'm excited for that.
With Donda, I think Donda has. I think Donda is a really good fucking album that has some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard, and I will continue to listen to it years from now.
Okay.
Songs like 24 reminds me of my grandma who passed away this year. Beautiful song. Beautiful fucking song. I love that song.
Ooh, that's something I wanted to touch on too.
What?
Real quickly, there's a part where, like, I don't know if it's his mom doing a voiceover or someone, but there's someone, like, doing a voiceover talking like, as if it's his mom. Yeah. And when I heard that for the first time, I was like, Dude, I wonder if when he re-listens to that, if like he gets kind of teary-eyed because it's like supposed to be his mom. You know what I mean? That's just gotta be heavy. Anyway, go back to your thoughts. Sorry about
that. So 24, extremely beautiful song. Reminds me of my grandma. Mm-hmm. The Moon song, I can't think of it as To the Moon or whatever, but the Moon song with fucking Kid Cudi, Don Toliver, and Kanye, one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in years. Fucking gorgeous. Yeah. But that just says to Donda, some of the most gorgeous music I've heard in a long fucking time. Loved it. I would say rating wise.
Hang on the rating. Yeah. Because with my opinion, I feel like both of those albums are a lot to unpack.
They're a lot. For starters, they're so big.
For starters, you said that they're both like an hour and a half.
They're an hour and a half.
So it's like I'm used to listening to maybe 3-4 songs and then getting back to my day. Yeah. So that's a lot to unpack. So it's kind of hard to give a rating right now. And I mean, yeah, you can give your rating right now, and that's your current rating. Mm-hmm. But 2-3 months down the line, or even next week when we go to do this next episode, you might have a completely different opinion. Because I know when I first heard it the day it came out, I had a completely different opinion than 2 days later when I re-listened to it. Yeah. So it's almost kind of hard because, like I said, it's a lot to digest. Especially the fact that you want to try to digest 2 albums that are almost the exact same length. Yeah. So for me personally, like, I mean, go ahead. If you want to rate it, go ahead. No, but I'm just saying, it's up to you.
I'm glad you said that right there, just because even when I was about to say a rating, in my head I already know. I was like, I didn't even think about a number rating. Yeah. I don't have a number rating on this
I wouldn't think you would yet.
Because in my head, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now, the viewers, you, listeners, blah, blah, blah. In my head, the number that's popping up, I'm not going to say the number, but I would say it's higher than Certified. Okay. But I still feel like I enjoy Certified more. Mm-hmm. But how can you enjoy a certain album more but still rate this other album more? And that just goes to show, I do think Kanye's album has some beautiful, incredible music on it. Mm-hmm. Versus, I'll get into my last thoughts of Certified. I enjoyed Certified. I went into that album having low expectations because I've been disappointed by his last projects. And what I heard from it, to me, was the best shit I've heard in years from Drake.
From Drake, yeah.
I really liked his shit. I think it's some of his best produced shit in a while. I think his lyrics are top notch. I think a lot of his songs are extremely catchy. And I think he hit another home runner. I don't understand all the hate it's getting. I know people are saying it sounds the same. What the fuck do you want from him? I don't know what you want from him. He's not Kanye West. He's not. He's not. I just don't know what people expect from Drake. He is not a Kanye West. Kanye West has switched up all of his sounds on every album.
And if Drake switched up, everyone would want to listen to it.
Drake has not switched up his sound on any of his albums. He's always consistently sounded the same.
The only time I can say he switched up is when he did a little British rap, but that was about it.
Oh yeah, the More Life shit. Yeah. But that's it. So it's like he's always kind of sounded the same. So you're gonna get what you get. And to me, I feel like this is the best shit he's made in a while. For sure. A lot of people are saying "Girls Want Girls" is the worst song he's ever made. I'm like, are you guys smoking crack? Do you know how much worse songs this dude has? Girls Want Girls is good.
The thing with Drake is he has a way of writing lyrics that relate to the common man. Yes, that's one thing I've noticed with him. When I heard Hotline Bling the other day, I was like, holy shit, that reminds me completely of my ex-girlfriend. I love cities, now she's not going, and you know what I mean? Like, any Drake song you literally can, like, emotionally connect to. You can be like, holy shit, I've been in that situation. Yeah. How has Drake been in that situation? Yeah. So I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, Drake definitely has that emotional context, where Kanye has that ego context, if anything.
He has ego context, and Kanye is an artist. He is a fucking artist. I feel like Drake is a performer.
Okay.
I feel like that. Drake, he's a pop star. He is a Michael Jackson. Yeah. Drake is a Michael fucking Jackson. I wouldn't compare Kanye to Michael Jackson. I just wouldn't. You know why? Because Kanye can't go out there and really capture. It's fucked up because he can, but he can't.
This nigga can't perform without giving a monologue, I feel like.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Drake compares more to Michael Jackson in the sense of being a pop star. You go anywhere, you say anything, people are going to fuck with it. It doesn't matter how it is. Kanye is more of an artist to where
if he says something, people have an opinion.
And it's like, you look at his shows too, though. Even his shows, he puts a lot of work into his shows and all this other shit because he thinks of everything. I've been to a lot of Drake shows. He is a performer. He doesn't think about his shows as much as Kanye does. Okay. He just, let me do this cool little stage thing, fucking float, blah blah blah.
Drive across with
he's a great performer. But Kanye thinks of stage presence. He thinks of what the setting would look like. He thinks of the lights. He thinks of blah 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 and all this blah 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 blah.
And he's always in the center of everything.
He's a fucking artiste. He's an artiste, and he's a fucking great one at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Donda, I think it has really good music on there that's gonna last for a long time. Drake, I think it has more longevity than a lot of his past shit, but I still think it is very formulaic Drake, but not as formulaic as his past shit.
Okay. No, definitely.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts, I'll start with the gaming shit. I'm very excited to see what the Wolverine game comes out to be. I have no clue if it's going to be a big RPG, what it's going to be. I'm very excited for it. Nonetheless, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cool skins. I feel like there's going to be a lot of cool shit. Just watching how Insomniac took care of the first Spider-Man game, I feel like Wolverine is in very good hands.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Spider-Man 2, I'm excited for. Like I said before, I feel like it's just going to be kind of a big DLC, but that's just because, like I said, that game's in one big city. Nonetheless, still excited for it. Donda, like I told you, I'm excited to see.
God of War.
Oh, did I skip God of War? I'm sorry. God of War, I'm very excited for. I beat the first one. I'm still kind of a little hesitant only because I like the OG God of Wars. The OG God of Wars were definitely my style. 1 and 2 were fucking sick. Even 3 to me kind of seemed like a diversion the direction that the originals were going into.
For sure.
But it still was a good fucking game. So I'm eager to see what they do. You know, the clips looked pretty fucking cool. It kind of looked like the same game, but I don't want to be a prejudger. I'm working on that. But nonetheless, I'm still excited for it. With Donda, same opinion. You know, I think with more listening to it, homies are gonna find more tracks that they like. I feel like I haven't even touched the bottom half of the album somehow. You know what I mean? If you like only listen to the first 15. And so I feel like that bottom half still has some shit to unlock. And I kind of feel the same way with the Drake album. I feel like maybe I might have missed a few tracks and there might be something in there. But like I said, I feel like Donda is definitely going to outlast, outperform, always do. Because at the end of the day, Kanye's fucking Kanye. And if you know anything about Kanye, people hate Kanye. Nobody hates Drake. Everyone loves Drake. People hate Kanye. And I feel like with that hate for Kanye, it drives that nigga to be just that much more better. You know what I mean? Or with Drake, almost like we're saying, he's the pop star. He's likable.
Universal love.
No matter what he does, people are going to like it. He could drop Certified Lover Boy and drop the same 3 songs in Certified Lover Boy and only change 2 little beats in the middle, and people will still fucking love it.
Yeah, eat it up.
A little completely dramatic result there, but you know what I mean? Like, niggas love Drake. I like Drake. Shit, I'll listen to his shit all the time. But I think both of those albums need a few more listens to because of how dense they both are. But at the end of the day, I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a big Kanye fan, so I'm a ride or die.
I love what you said, man. I really like your thoughts on those, and I really did like that you were like you held me off on giving a rating because I really didn't want to give a rating to it.
I don't think they deserve ratings yet. I mean, they probably do just because homies have listened to it. But nonetheless, I feel like you and I both have been on some busy ass schedules, so it's not like we've had time to sit down and listen to it. You just got back from Florida, so it's
that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you might have listened to it on the plane, but you're still on the plane like, I can't wait to fucking get home. Oh, shit, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, bro. So, that's a wrap.
That's
a wrap.
That's a whole episode.
What a big episode, man. Where are we at?
Biggest. Go ahead, tap it one time.
Where are we at? We are...
almost at 2 fucking hours, bro.
This is our biggest episode yet, man.
We hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all made it this long, thanks so much for listening.
Thank you. Fun.
We'll make sure we leave a timestamp so you can even shortcut your way to here. Yeah.
Give y'all some timestamps. And
should we do a couple shout outs to a few? We don't have anyone to shout out except for us.
I don't think we have anybody to shout out for this one.
Follow our
shout
Instagram,
out us, man.
Instagram, our Twitters, Gaming Pop.
Yeah. We're back. We're back. We're ready to go. We got a new little schedule for us, which is going to change from week to week, but for the most part, we're trying something new with Gaming Pop, and we're happy, man. We came in energetic today, and I feel like you guys could. I hope you guys can see the energy too, because we're here, man. We're here, and we're having fun with it. And
what we want. We like y'all. We like doing this.
Yeah, we want to keep providing some good content for you guys, and just keep being those dudes. And we had a fun time recording these. We fucking recorded 2 episodes. The first time recording 2 in 1.
Yeah. So.
And not only that, but it's like 2.5 hours of content we just did. But good shit, man.
Great shit.
Check out Shang-Chi. Check out our Shang-Chi review. And
links in the bio. Timestamps are in the
comments,
bio.
Likes, subscribes,
downloads,
all those things, man. Help us out a lot.
Please and thank you. Again, if you made it this far, we love you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Deuces.
And later.
Good shit.